One of the things I don't like doing is introducing too many strategies to you guys, but this one is just straight fire. I really was actually going to wait until the new year to show you guys this strategy, but I think this thing is just freaking amazing. A lot of you guys attended my class today. We waited until after the Fed news event, which was the big bang for the end of this year, and watch what happened. So you really want to pay attention to this strategy. Now, this is for those who have the Simplicity system and our scanner, which, by the way, if you don't have it, you really want to get it because it's on holiday discount. And when that's over, it's over. Y'all got to see this. This is freaking crazy. I really wanted to wait, but I just couldn't. All right, so here's our scanner. So what you want to do, as you can see, mine, and it has pop-up alerts and all that stuff. You want to set it. I'm going step by step. You want to set it, go into Expert Advisors, and you want to set it for 30-minute only, okay? 30-minute only. So right now you can see I just turned it on to 1 minute. So those who's watching this, you can see how it works. So it sends alerts on any time frame, but for this particular strategy, you do not want the 1 minute. You want the 30, okay? So every 30-minute alert will come to you, and I'm going to set my charts to open up the charts on the 30-minute charts. And also here's my template, which you can set to template, and I'll go over all that. So I'm going step by step. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to click that, and it's going to reset itself. And as you can see, it says right here, first scan is complete. So now we're just waiting for an alert on the 30-minute. Now let's go to the charts and let me actually show you guys what happened today. Now, document this for your records. Today is December 13th, 2023, which means it was Wednesday. Many of you guys, and especially those who watched it, my class through YouTube, which were hundreds of people, you can document what I'm saying because you were live and in class with me. All right. We even talked about the gold trade and all the rest. We talked about it in class. Let's go to the charts and let me show you what happened. Okay, you guys, so we're on the charts right now, and I'm going to go through many different trades. Again, I was really going to introduce a strategy starting in the new year because, something fresh for you, but it was just too amazing. Just way too amazing. Watch this. Now, you guys know that we typically do the 415 strategy, which means we look for trades that's hitting the bottom of our simplicity zones, which, by the way, let me take some of this stuff off so it don't look so crowded. You can see the Fibonacci levels and all this. I'll leave it just so you guys can see it. Okay. So first of all, for those who's new, who don't have this system, I am using our simplicity system. I'm going to go step by step to the strategy, and I'm going to show you how many winning trades we won. This is crazy. All right. So first of all, we are using my simplicity system. So go to superezforex.com, and this is the main system that we're using. Okay. And again, it's on discount. The scanner can be purchased right here. And then we actually add on our sexy analyst, which gives us additional documentation and information. Just send us an email if you have any questions. But basically, it's the scanner and the simplicity system, okay? The sexy analyst actually add bonus information, but you don't have to have it, all right? So here we go. I'm going to go through each one of these pairs. Watch this. So I'm starting on the 4-hour. And what I'm looking for is reasons for this thing to pull back or to jump forward. Okay. Reasons for it to pull back. Now, the reason I say that is because when you add the sexy analyst onto it, so there's 3 components of the system. You have the simplicity system. You have, which by the way, this is what the simplicity system looks like by itself. Okay. Okay. That's what it looks like plain by itself. Okay. We like that because we need the zones. We need our arrows. Okay. But when we combine it with the sexy analyst, this is what it looks like with a lot more detail because the sexy analyst comes with all your charting tools that you manually be writing doing your charting with. It'll actually plot and do it for you in seconds, including your Fibonacci levels, supply and demand zone, support and resistance, all of that stuff. So watch how this works. All right. I'm going to go to the AUD USD. Keep in mind, again, the Feds came out today. And they said that they're going to not raise interest rates, which means the dollar crashed today. You guys were in class with me. Watch what happens. The first thing I'm going to look for is price action gathering on my trend line or just below it. As you can see here, this is an uptrend, but it pulled back, price action pulled back. And then not only do you see what it's hitting on, the Fibonacci level, doesn't have to be Fib, but it is, sitting right on the 38.2. You see it sitting on strong support levels and multiple candles. That's all I need to know, okay? Multiple candles, it's even sitting on the Fib, but the main thing is it's sitting on a support level, okay, on the 4 hour. Once the alert comes in, you drop to the 30-minute and look for your arrow. And what do we see right here? All of these came in before the news event came. And this one trade alone, whoa, 153 pips. That's just one trade. Hold on. For documentation's sake, I'm going to, give me a second. I want to see how many of these actually won. So that's one. Okay. Let's go to AUD, NZD. Okay. Go back to that 4 hours. See if we see anything. See, this one, we don't see anything, so we don't want it. Okay. There's nothing there. Go to the next one. Nothing there. Okay. Go to the next one. This one we do see. See, even though it's not on the Fibonacci level, which was why I told you, you don't, adding the Fibonacci level is a bonus. That's a blessing, but you don't have to have it. What I'm looking for is, this is the trend line. And as you can see, all these candles on the 4 hour are gathering, meaning that this is a support level. And you see it's right here in our supply and demand zone, and you see the support levels here. Everything, that's all I'm looking for. I'm going to highlight it. This is what I'm looking for. That right there. Okay, let me expand it. See that? Support, 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 support. See these white dots? You can change the colors. I use white for yellow for resistance and white for support, but that's all I'm looking for. Okay, that's all I'm looking for. Hitting that trend line and banging off of some support. Anything extra, such as Fibonacci levels, supply and demand zones, which you can see mine is blue and magenta. Those are all bonus and extras, but it's not necessary. It's really that simple. Just somewhere bouncing off this trend line and hitting that support. Drop down to the 30-minute. And who do you see sitting right here? So that's another one for what? Another 136 pips. So one was about 150 pips. The second one was 134 pips. All this happened today. After class today. You guys were in class with me. I taught. Okay? I just didn't share this secret with you. I was planning on sharing it later. Let's keep going. We ain't done. Let's go back to that 4 hour. Go to the next one. Okay? See? Support. Now see how this is coming close to the trend line? It's in there. You see that? And what is it doing? Fibonacci. See, all I'm looking for is strong support levels off the 4 hour or strong resistance levels off the 4 hour with our tools of confirmation. That's all I'm looking for. I'm not making this complicated. I'm not overdoing it. All I'm doing is, so when the alert comes in on the 30-minute, okay, you can see right here, it was in supply and demand zone. It was very close to the trend line. It didn't touch it, but what is it is sitting on? 38.2 Fibonacci. Okay, so we do see clutter of right here, support. Everybody see that? Drop to the 30-minute and see what happens. Right there. Look at that arrow. That was another winner. And that one was for 86 pips. Okay, so number 3 is 86 pips. Okay. All right, let's keep going. See, it can come in different formations. That's the beauty of it. It doesn't have to be exact. It's just looking for that support or the resistance consistent with our way of trading. Those who've been with me for a while, you know what we look for, okay? Off the 4 hour. Then you just wait for the scanner. So once the scanner sends you an alert from the 30-minute, you just go over to the charts and you double check. Is there evidence on the 4 hour where this is a strong support or resistance area? And you know what we look for, okay? Let's go through some more. There's plenty. Watch this one. Ooh, I'm upset with myself because I actually was in this trade yesterday, but I jumped out because of news. Look at what I missed out on. Oh, geez, this made me sick. Look at this. What would you have done here? See this? Supply and demand zone. See magenta? See? Look at that. Resistance, resistance. 38.2 Fibonacci. All I'm doing is gathering evidence. The evidence does not have to be exactly the same. It can be a combination of these things, such as supply and demand zone, trend line, support and resistance, and so forth. So we do see that this price was bouncing right off of my trend lines. See that? Okay. And notice I'm not drawing up my trend lines. I'm not marking up my charts. Our system with the Sexy Analyst automates that for you. So whatever timeline, whatever time frame you're on, it'll automatically draw and redo everything for you instantaneously. Okay. So that's why we get the Sexy Analyst and slap it on with the Simplicity system so that we're not doing that. Okay. So do we see enough evidence to say this should be heading down? Okay, let me do this for you guys so you guys can follow along. We got plenty to cover on this. If you had to choose looking at just this evidence here, right here, would you buy or would you sell at one glance? Okay, let's go to the 30-minute and see what happened. Look at that. See, it went sideways, went sideways, went sideways. And when the news came out, look at this thing. And it's still dropping. You can see it moving as we speak. You can see it wiggling down here as we speak. That was 336 pips. Oh my God. That's trade number 4. 336. How many pairs have we gone through? Let's take a look. We've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And out of the 6, we already have 4 winners. Okay, and let me put this next to this. That's Swiss, JPY. I'm going step by step. I'm not going to rush. AUD, USD. This one was AUD, CAD, and this was AUD, CHF. Oh my God. This is freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. Okay, watch this. Let's go to CAD Swiss. Go back to the 4-hour. Let's just assume that you got an alert on the 4-hour. Okay, I'm sorry, from the scanner on the 30-minute. Do you see evidence? First of all, what's the direction? If you had to choose, and you didn't know this drop was going to happen, and you just had to choose, what would you have chosen in this area right here? Buy or sell? One glance. You're correct. See, it's at the 50% retracement, just a little bit above, but more importantly, it's in the supply and demand zone box. You see it's bumping off of the trend line, and you do see it's up against resistance, right? Scanner comes out and sends you an alert to your phone saying, hey, there's a sale opportunity on CAD JPY. Let's take a look. And there it is. Better yet, and let me mark this so you guys can see. I'm going to take this line, and I'm going to mark it right here so you guys can see. Here's where we would have been looking. Go to the 30-minute and look at that arrow. Hold on, let me change this trend line to a different color. Let's make it white. And I'm going to make it bigger. Okay. Right there. Go back to the 4-hour. Here's our entry. 30-minute sent to you. Here's the arrow. How many pips did you make on this trade right here? 241. I'm going, but we going slow. This is gonna be a good minute, so you guys can see step by step each one of these how they all worked out. Okay. 300. What did I say this was? I should just, if it wasn't so late, man, I'm so excited. I really want to jump out my shoes and call another class tonight, right now as we speak. 238 pips. 238. And that is on CAD JPY. Okay. How many pairs have we gone through already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've gone through 7 pairs. And let me pull up my calculator and see how many pips you've already made on this big news event day. All right. AUD USD made us 150 pips. Plus, AUD CAD made us 134 pips. Plus, AUD Swiss made us 86 pips. Plus, Swiss JPY made us 336 pips. Plus, CAD JPY made us 238 pips. And this is all in one day. How many pips? We're already at 944 pips. Oh! I really wanted to wait, but see, and I'm not saying you're going to make this every single time, this massive number of pips, but I'm just showing you how powerful our trading systems are, even during news events. you were in class with me today. It was live and open to the public. So nobody can say I'm making this up. Oh, it's a scam. It's a this and that. You were in class with me. Okay? Wait till we get to gold, because that's the one we really discussed in class today. Remember I told you guys? I said this is so good. Good. All right, let's get to the next one. Let's go back to the 4 hour. And all I'm waiting for is the scanner. I'm not personally looking for these charts. I'm not personally looking for these setups. I'm letting the scanner do all the work. It's my employee. So all I'm doing is waiting for the scanner to send me an alert off the 30-minute. I go to the 4-hour chart, see if it looks like there's any way possible that this is actually going to do what I'm looking for. If so, I take the trade, place my stop loss, take profit, and I move on with my day. Let's go to the next one, CAD Swiss. All right. So CAD Swiss, we see this sitting here, but there was no movement. Go to the 30-minute, nothing there. Even though, see, even here, it gave you a little something. Okay, just 17 pips. But see, it's still hovering here. So in essence, if I was to take this trade, I would still actually be holding it because I'm waiting for it to move up. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it's sitting right here where we would normally do a buy. It's in that range, but I would hold it. That's nothing. Okay, let's go to the next one. All right, go to the 30-minute on this one. And I see this here. Okay, here we go. So I see this. I see that this is an area. Okay, it's not bumping off the trend lines. But I do see this right here. You see these candles? Wick, and came down and retested. Right here is where I'm going to be looking if an alert came out. And I'm going to do my assessment and see it is at the 38.2. It is in supply and demand zone. It is up against resistance. And let me change this color because it's covering up. Let's use a gray, a dark gray. Okay. Or a gray. Okay. Now, with the gray, you can see these yellow resistance dots. Again, you can change these colors to whatever color floats your boat. I use white for support and yellow for resistance, but you can change these colors to whatever you want. So now you can see it is bumping in a pre-tested area. See, here it was before, went down and shot back up and retested. Okay, and you see it's at the 38.2 Fibonacci. So at least we got one piece of evidence, two pieces of evidence, and you see the supply and demand zone box. So we got three things, which is basically what I'm looking for. I'm looking for three different types of evidence to help me feel comfortable with what's going on. Okay, it could be any combination, bumping off into trend lines. It could be this, it could be that. But in essence, I'm just simply looking for at least 2 or 3 pieces of evidence off of the 4-hour time frame to confirm that I feel like this is actually possible when the alert comes out. So let's say we got an alert on the 30-minute. Let's go to this one. I drop to the 30-minute and whoop, to the loop. Look at that beast right there. Arrow comes in. Look at this. 212 pips. All this is in one day, though, by the way. Keep in mind. And it was during one of the... How many pips I say this was? And look, and it's still going. Still going. As we speak. Because you can see the charts are moving live. Look right over here in this corner. Look right there. You can see it. It's still moving. This ain't no fake charts. This is happening as we speak. You can see it right here. You can see it. See? You see this movement? That means these are still running live. So that made 221 pips. 221. Okay. 221. And that is on Euro AUD. Euro AUD. Okay. All right. So that's 6 trades, no losses, and over 1,000 pips so far in one day. Okay. Let's go back. Now let's go to Euro USD. Go to the 4-hour. And bounce. All right, so let's assume that you got a 30-minute alert right here. Okay, now I'm going to mark this up right here and put a line so we can see where it was, where the arrow came in. Let's go back to that 4-hour. Is there evidence? Yeah, right here. See, like I said, it can come in any different combination. So we do see what? Again, it's bouncing off the trend lines. You see it sitting on support. Okay. Okay. And we got our supply and demand zone. 3 pieces of evidence. Drop to that 30-minute and the arrow was sitting there. It went sideways and then bounced off and took off. How many pips was this trade? Let's say you got in right here to here. That's another 137 Euro USD. 137. Okay, how many trades is that, you guys? Have you been following along? That's 7 trades in a row. Yes, 7 trades in a row. How many losses? How many losses? Okay, all right, good. Let's go back to the 4 hour and let's go to EG. Okay, EG. This was a typical 415er for us. You guys who have this system, go through the tutorials if you do get this, and you'll know what the 415ers is. So this one wouldn't count. Okay, this one wouldn't count because, of course, it's at the bottom of the zones, and we look for 2 or more candles, tap dancing off the bottom. And if we get that, we simply drop to the 15-minute, and this is our other strategy. So this one really doesn't count, but look at that beast right there. Here's where that came in, and that was a natural winner as well on that one. Okay. So, but again, we don't count this one because that's not what I'm looking for with the 430 strategy. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, even though that was a winner. Okay. All right. So we have another one here. So we see price is cluttered up in this area. Okay, price is cluttered up in that area. I'm going to put a mark. Go to the 30-minute, almost to the T. Look where I put that line, and look where the arrow came in. At its peak, right here, was 110 pips. Right now, here is exactly where price action is. You can see it right over here, moving. So that means if you was to close this trade out, that will be another 88 pips for Euro CAD. So we put 88 for Euro CAD. That means you just won 8 trades in a row. And how many did you lose? None, you say? Okay, cool. Let's keep going. How many pairs we went through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We went through 12 pairs, and you took in 8 out of the 12, because the other 4 just didn't fit what we were looking for, and all 8 of them won. And we ain't even finished. Look how many more pairs we have to go through. We got to go through all of these. Let's go. Let's keep looking, because I'm actually training you at the same time. Okay, I'm giving you training. All right. If you had this area, we're targeting here. Okay, I'm going to mark it. Do we have at least 3 pieces of evidence? 3. Okay, so we see it at the 38.2 Fibonacci. We see it hitting and retesting a level and hitting resistance. And do we see supply and demand zone? Yep, right here, magenta. See that magenta box? Drop down to that 30-minute. And here we don't have an arrow. So this one won. It did great, but we don't have an arrow. So, but did it work? It did. It did. Okay. Kind of disappointed. Man, that would have been a nice one. But see, right here, it just went down. So it actually was a good one. We just didn't get the arrow. Let's check the 1 hour. Nope. 15-minute. Nope. So on the 15, we did, though. Right here, it went sideways. But this one won't count. It wasn't a loss because we did get the arrow. So guess what? Plenty of pips, but we just didn't get what we were looking for, so we move on. So was it a loss? Was it a winner? It was nothing because the scanner did not send you the 30-minute alert. So therefore, yes, this would have been a great opportunity, but the problem is it just didn't win. Okay? All right, let's keep moving. Because again, we got to remember, what is the key? You're just simply waiting for the scanner to send you the alert on the 30 minutes. So if you didn't get an alert, even though this worked out perfectly, it wouldn't have been the trade you taken. So you didn't win it, but you didn't lose either, because it didn't get the alert, all right, for whatever reason. Let's go to the next one, Euro Swiss. Okay, this one is not anything that we're looking for because it's really just cluttering in this area, so we move on to the next one, okay? Now, we have this one here where price shot up, and this is one that we discussed in class. Let's see if we have an arrow. Now, we only have one thing, so in essence, we can't even look at this one realistically. It doesn't have 3 pieces of evidence. Remember, we're looking for at least 3 things, okay? 3 things. Okay, and we don't have the 3. Although, even without the 3, look at this. Beast mode. I'm just not going to count it, but look at what happened at 30-minute. That's 204 pips. I ain't going to count it. In all fairness, because what are we looking for? At least 2 to 3 pieces of evidence. We don't have it, okay? We don't have it. But did it work? Let's go to the next one. Okay? All right, now we have something here. See, this one is going down. We have retested area, So this one, okay, it's kind of sketchy. Truth is, I can't count it because we don't have 3 pieces of evidence. We just have a hidden resistance and right here at the 61.8 Fibonacci level. So that's 2 pieces of evidence, which, by the way, like I said, you can use 2 or 3. This is solely up to your discretion. The only thing you're really looking for, and let's be very clear, let me pause. For all critics and all people in question, I'm simply looking to decide from the 4-hour time frame, if I had to choose, would I be buying this thing or would I be selling this thing? That's it. So even if you don't want to use my rules, that's basically what you're looking for. Okay. And in this situation, if you get an arrow, which we didn't, see, we did not get an arrow. So therefore we wouldn't have taken this trade. But if you did, that's all I'm asking myself. With this arrow, if it's selling, do I have evidence enough to feel comfortable doing it? So in this situation, we can't count this trade, even though it made a tremendous amount of pips. 361. But can't count it because we didn't have an arrow. Move on to the next one. Oh, now this is 3 pieces. Where's the 3? I'm going to see if you guys get it. Trend line, supply and demand box, and resistance. And we have a 4th, the Fibonacci. See, it's right below the 50 Fibonacci. Because when you're dealing with fib levels, sometimes it can be a little bit over, sometimes it may be a little bit under, or it might be right on it, but it's in that range. Okay, so do we have enough evidence on this one? We do? Okay, let's go to the 30, see if we got an arrow. So I'm going to mark this up first. Here we go. To that 30, see if we have evidence. And whew, yeah, it is, Jesus. Look at there. See, this is why I follow the rules. Just follow the rules. You don't have to break rules. There's going to be plenty of opportunities. Some of these, you're going to say, dang, that would have been nice, but hey, I didn't get the arrow alert. Hold on, let me move this line down. Okay? Because remember, I marked it first. 3 pieces of evidence. Trend line, resistance, supply and demand zone box, and we even had the 50 Fibonacci. That's 4 on this one. Okay? So it did meet our criteria. Arrow comes out, and look at this massive winner. 284. That's 284. And this is on what? GN, GBP, NZD. So now we have 9 winners, 9 winners, no losses, and a couple of trades that could have paid us big, but they didn't meet the criteria. But we have 9 straight winners. And this is all in one day. That's why I'm telling you the date so you can go back and back test. Back test it on your own charts. That's why I'm giving you the date. It is December 13th, 2023. The Feds earlier today just made the announcement with the news saying that they are not going to raise interest rates, which means it shift the currencies up around the world because they're not raising interest rates. So therefore the dollar collapsed, and we haven't even gotten to the U.S. pairs yet. So wait till we get there. We're just in the G pairs. Okay. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm just teaching you guys if you're going to, because a lot of you guys already have this system. So therefore, I'm teaching you how and what to look for. That's why I'm going step by step. I'm actually giving you training on how to do this. Okay. Training. If you don't have it, again, go to our website right here, because I'm not even done yet. We only halfway through the pairs. Go to our website, superezforex.com. You first want to get the simplicity system. And again, it is on discount for holiday. So snatch it up. The other thing that we're using is my Sexy Analyst, which is right here. Okay. And it comes with all these built-in amazing tools. Inner trend lines, outer trend lines, supply and demand zones, support and resistance levels, Fibonacci levels. It even have Fibonacci retracement or regular fibs. You can click in there and you have the option to add both or one or the other. And it comes with 2 scanners itself. It comes with a scanner that is for if in case the price action touches a trend line, it'll send you an alert. And if it comes with a resistance, support and resistance scanner as well. So therefore, if price action touches a support or resistance level, then it will send you an alert as well. So this comes with 2 additional scanners of no extra cost, but there you go. And you're helping us to support our nonprofit organizations that we support, which you can see a list of them down here. Okay. Okay. And that's what this is for. Okay. It helps us to support them. All right. So anyway, we're clear so far. Everybody clear. We go to the 4 hour, look for evidence for purchasing or buying, and we go to the 30 minute. That's all we're doing. That's it. That is it. That's it. Okay. Here we go. Let's go to GCAD. Okay. GCAD, I don't see anything. See, there's nothing there. Because I'm looking, first of all, for my resistance levels. That's what I'm looking for first. Okay. I'm looking for resistance levels. I don't see that. Okay. I do see 3 evidences though. Okay. Let's try, just for the sake of argument. Let's see. Did we get an error on this one? Let's go to 30 minute. Oh, that is a 30 minute. So again, no, we don't have anything. Now right here, let me check this out. Because we did see a buy opportunity right here. Let's see if an arrow came in for a buy on that one. And it was right here, but it just, so it didn't go much of anywhere. So again, you didn't lose because it did shoot up and now it's pulling back. It can still go up. So if you did take this one, we still good to go. It just went right here to this fib level and it could pull back and retest and then shoot up. So again, this is one you could have taken for a buy for a couple of pips, but nevertheless, it didn't make a lot just yet, but it still is in play. And the reason why this is stalling, just for critics, is because tonight, what is going on, the GBP is coming out with their interest rate news. So that explains why this one is not stalling, or it's stalling and not moving a whole lot. So you haven't lost, but you haven't won on this one. So this is one you'll still be holding if you took it. Okay? Everybody clear. Everybody clear. Because I teach you guys every week, always check for news. So USD came out with their interest rate news, but tonight, in a few hours, GBP and Euro are coming out with their interest rate news. Okay? All right, let's go to GJ. All right, we have a winner right here. Winner, chicken dinner. Okay? For me personally, as soon as I see this resistance and I see my trend line, I got my attention. Okay, so I'm going to take a line. Everybody with me so far? Okay. And we have a Fibonacci level of 50% retracement. Okay. Let's drop down to the 30 minute. See if we had an arrow and almost to the dot. Look at there. I'm going to go back over this one again. See? Up here. Boom, 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 boom. 30 minute. And what do you see? And this one would have took you all the way down here, which it's still dropping. And that would have been, dang. Thank God I hold my tongue, Jesus. Oh, well, I'm going to say something else. Whoa. 435 pips. Oh, my God. Oh, you got to love the G pairs. They spit out some real pippers. Okay? All right. GJ or GBP, JPY. Some call it the dragon. 435 pips. Okay. Ooh. All right, let's go to G Swiss. Oh my God. Ooh. All right. So this one is not anything that I'll be looking for. If I did, I would be going for a buy. But as you can see, it's retesting backwards. So did I lose? Yes. A little bit right here. So this one, we'll call it as a loss. We'll call this one a loss. Even though here's where, and by the way, in case you're using this strategy, you say, Uncle P, where do you put your stop loss? You guys should already know this. Okay. You should already know this. Where would I put my stop? I would put my stop right here below this range, right here, right below it. Okay. Always. I've taught you guys that for years. So technically, did I actually lose this trade? No, it did on a pullback right here. But I haven't lost it. But for the sake of this video, we'll count this one as a loss because it did shoot up, but then it pulled back immediately. And why is that happening? Because all of the G pairs are pulling backwards. Okay? All of them. Why? Because they're preparing for their news event tonight. So we'll just simply say, because truth is, what is this actually doing? Take a look at it from the 30 minute. What is this actually doing? Simply retesting this range right here. See that? Test, 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 test. And this is pulling back. So technically, I haven't really lost it, but I didn't make no money on this trade. So this one is in drawdown. So let's see. If I was to count this one as, that's only 38 pips. Okay. So I'm going to put on this one, G Swiss, GBP Swiss, negative 38 pips. Okay. even though technically I haven't lost this one, because if you go to the 4 hour, and I do see trend line hitting on support, 38.2 Fibonacci area, okay? My stop loss would have been below there. You guys know I don't use tight stop losses. You use comfortable below these areas where you see where it's going, okay? So technically I'm in drawdown, okay? So I really didn't lose this one. So in all fairness, if you guys are okay with it, again, if you can say, hey, Uncle P, let's just call it a loss. Okay, that's cool. Me personally, it's not a loss, but I am in what? Drawdown. But I won't know whether I won this one or not until later on tonight because of what? Interest rate news coming out on the Great British Pound. And let me show you guys this so you go see proof. All right, so I'm going to bring this on screen. So technically, knowing how I trade, you guys, would I even be taking the trade on the GBP pairs in the first place? Win or loss, regardless. Would I have even taken the trade on that? No, I wouldn't have. Not this late in the game. Okay, look right here. See? As you guys can see, at the time of my recording, it is 12/13/2023. And in a few hours, what is this telling you? Right here, in 8 hours and 3 minutes, what's coming out? There you go. Interest rate news. That's why it's stalling out. Who else is coming out with their news? Okay. The Swiss is coming out with theirs. Okay. And we have the Euro coming out with the CPI numbers, which, by the way, I also did a Sunday video on this. So go back and watch my Sunday video and you'll know I covered all this. Look at this. In 9 hours, the Euro is coming out with their interest rates. So technically, would I even have taken a G trade? Probably not. Okay. I will avoid it because I don't like taking trades during big news events. But for the sake of argument, again, just so we're fair, here's the 4 hour. I would have put my stop. I would have been in drawdown on this one because it did go up. But as you can see, and you can see it's stalling out now, right in this range. So technically, I haven't lost it, but we'll count it as, let's just say 40 pips in drawdown. Okay. Is that fair, everybody? 40 pips in drawdown. So I haven't lost this one. Not yet. Okay. Ooh. Hopefully we don't. Okay. Hopefully we don't. Because if it comes back and boom, then we're good to go. And it will still follow what we're looking for. Bouncing off of 3 things. We have an area of 38.2. We have plenty of support right here. And it's on the trend line. You see the white dots? Let me remove this daily dot. That indicator is only available for our Simplicity our Signal Service members. Hold on. Okay, so I removed that daily dot. That's an extra indicator we offer free to our Signal Service members. Since that doesn't come with this, I'm going to remove it. Now you guys can clearly see what I'm looking at. Sorry about that. See all these candles just retesting? Retest, 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 retest. That's what I said. Where would my stop would have been? Underneath all this noise. So did I actually lose this trade? No, I didn't. I'm just in drawdown by about 40 pips. Okay. So are we good to go on this one? I just want to be completely transparent so everybody see exactly what I'm seeing. Okay. So 3 pieces of evidence is in the range. And again, it can be a little bit above or a little bit below a fib level. And this one is just a little bit above it. 38.2 level. We see it hitting on the trend line and we see the white dots showing support. We got at least 3 things. Drop down to that 30-minute, and the arrow did come in, but it's in pullback, so we're in drawdown. We didn't lose this trade yet. All right, let's go to the next one. GBP, USD. Okay, here we have 3 things again. We have a supply and demand zone. We have a support level. See the white dots right here. Okay, white dots are right there. Okay, right there. Supply and demand zone. White dots. Trend line support. And it was a little bit above the 38.2. So do we have 3 pieces of evidence on this one? Yes, we do. All right, let's go to that 30-minute. And oh, I got to mark it first so we'll know. Right there. All right, go to that 30-minute. And we didn't get an arrow. Oh, it came up way late. I wouldn't take this trade, which, by the way, I'm glad this showed up. You see this massive candle? That means that this here it's telling me, yes, it was a buy, which, by the way, you did actually win this trade. How many pips did you make on this one when the arrow came out? You still made 70 pips. Okay. Now, I'm going to write this down as, yes, you still won this trade, but I'm going to tell you why I would not have taken it. Because, again, this is not only just introducing you to the strategy, but I'm also training you because a lot of you guys already have this system, so I'm giving you training. Why would I have not taken this trade? I don't personally like taking signals or alerts when it's in the middle of a massive news event, okay? Which is why we send that G Swiss. It shot up and then immediately shot back. That can happen. So I don't want it in the middle. Look at this huge news event candle. And then it followed through, and yes, it still won for 70 pips. Well, we're going to count it. If you're going to count my drawdowns, I get to count my wins. So yes, it still made you 70 pips, but technically would I personally have taken this trade? No, I like it when it's real close to that support, not way up here in the middle. Everybody clear on that? So yes, you can take it. I'm not telling you not to. As you can see, it won. But would I personally have taken that trade? No, there was too many other ones that was really, really close to the support level. And why is that so important? Because the question is, when you take these type of trades, where are you going to put your stop loss? And the closer my stop loss is to the support level off that 4 hour, which again, I would have placed my stop right here below the supply and demand zone box or a little bit below the noise. And let me change this color and let's just put it to red, rojo. Okay. I'm going to put this at red so you guys can see what I mean. Now, red, you can't see it. Let's put a blue, aqua blue. Okay. All right. So you see this aqua blue line? That's where my stop would have been because you can see here's the level where all the noise is. And so I'm going to put my stop below that area. Okay. Let's go to that 30-minute. So if you look at this particular trade, see if the arrow came in down here, we would have been Gucci. Okay. But see, it's too far up. It's, see, here we go. Euro Swiss. Let's see if we got something. Let's go to Euro Swiss. Okay. That's 30 minutes. See, that's the arrow, but let's go up here and see. Womp, womp, womp. It's making pips because it's already winning. See that? It's coming in. So that means it's probably going to come down and retest. But does this fit our rules? No, it doesn't. So we just say, nah, I'll bypass that. You see this? I'm so glad that happened because we get to see everything live and in color. When would you take these trades and when would you not? Okay. Again, this may be introduction for a lot of you guys who haven't used any of our systems, but we have a lot of thousands of people out there who have our system. So this is more of a training for you. It's an introduction of the strategy, but also / training so that you'll get the gist of, okay, this is when he would use it. And this is when he would ignore the scanner. And we'll go to the scanner just to show you. See, the alert came out on the Euro Swiss on the scanner. So I would simply go to the 4 hour, see, do I have 3 pieces of evidence? And technically, I really don't. So therefore, even though this arrow is coming in, what would I do? I will just ignore it. Wait for the next one. Okay. All right. Let's go back to GU. So GU, yes, this is another winner, but I would have technically taken it because the entry needs to be closer to the support level off that 4 hour. Why? Because of my stop loss. I don't want to use a big massive stop loss trying to chase a trade because of a news event. So if it was like AUD, USD, let's go back to that one. See how close way down here? You see where that arrow came in? Way down here. Okay. So my stop would have been right below this level right here. I'm going to mark it and show you the difference. Okay. That's my stop right there. See, actually I could have put it even tighter, because I always go back to the 4 hour and judge. So my stop would have been right below that area. See that support level? So I want to be a little bit below that level of support. See the white dots? That is where I'm making a judgment call on where to put my stop, below the 4 hour support, which is where I saw it originally. I don't use the 15-minute. I go back to the 4 hour, say where was that support level, and put my stop below there. So if you drop down to that 30, look at how tight that stop is. See the difference? So if I was to lose this trade, I would only be losing about 46 pips. I made how much off this trade? 147, 1-to-3 ratio. Or actually more than that, huh? Whatever it was. Y'all do the math on that. But I made 147 on the trade, but I only risked 46 pips on it. On GU, look at here. On GU, if I was to take this trade way up here, but my stop loss would have had to be way down here, I'm risking 106 pips, and it only made me about 60, 70 pips. That's not good math. So if the arrow is close to support on the 4 hour, then yes, I want it. But if it's not close to support on the 4 hour, I don't want it. They're very clear on what I'm looking for. So there's two trades right there, the Euro Swiss, which I said, no, I don't want it because it doesn't have enough evidence on the 4 hour, and GBP USD, although it made good pips, do I really want that trade? The answer would be absolutely not. Why? Because again, it's too far away. And again, here it is. And let's just say you got in on the next candle. Okay, the alert came out, and here's the next candle. You jump in. Yeah, that would have netted you about 60 pips. Okay, so we write 60 on that one. So it did win you 60 pips. Okay, but would I have taken it? No. Okay, now let's get to the next one. Let's keep going. Still not done. How many losses, by the way, have we taken? We have one in drawdown by about what, 40 pips? But how many did we lose so far? All right, let's go back to the 4 hour. Right here, I see enough evidence, okay? We have a Fibonacci level. We have a resistance with multiple candles testing it. And we have a supply and demand zone. So we do have evidence here of three things. And again, you ain't going to look for this stuff. You're only waiting for the scanner, your employee. It's your digital employee. Its job is to look for these setups. Its job is to look for a 30-minute setup. If it doesn't send you an alert, you wouldn't even have known anyway. And that's the beauty of this. You're only going to look at these setups if you get an alert from the 30-minute. Okay? I call this strategy, by the way, I never even told you. I call it the 4:30 strategy. Like time, 4:30. Why? Because you're looking at the 4 hour for evidence and you're waiting for an error on the 30-minute. 4:30. Okay? 4:30. What time is it? Say it with me. 4:30. Okay? All right, here we go. Do we have an arrow? That's what we want to know. And why to the freaking lie. Look at there. I almost looked. I didn't even look on the 30-minute yet. All I did was mark the area with the arrow, with the line, and almost to the T. Look at there. And this one here, let's say you got in here, right here to where it went down, 149. If you was to close this trade, because you can see the numbers are moving, so this is moving as we speak. Okay, look at it right here. Wait. See, you see the numbers moving. So it is alive. I'm not on frozen charts. Back testing it. This is happening as we speak. All of this is today alone, just one day, all of this. So if I was to actually close this trade right here, I would be closing out 99 pips. And this is NJ. 99 pips. Okay. So how many have we won so far? That's 9, 10, 11, 12, and 1 in drawdown. 12 trades and 1 in drawdown. Okay. And the drawdown is only drawdown by how many pips? About 40. Okay. Let's keep going. Go back to the 4 hour. Let's assume we're just waiting. Okay. An alert came out. Now, what am I looking for? You should be able to spot this now. Okay. What am I looking for? Trend line, support, supply and demand zone. See that blue box? We have 3. I'm going to mark that area right there. Okay. See it? Candles touch, which by the way, again, if you get the sexy analyst, it would have sent you an alert saying, hey, price action just touched the lower trend line. The second scanner that it comes with is your support and resistance. So the moment it touched this white dot, you would have got another alert from your second scanner. So you're constantly being alerted. You got the scanner that you can purchase, but the other ones come free. So you have this one, and that's why I call it, for me, I have 3 employees. 3 employees. Okay, 3 employees for trading. This one is telling me when the arrow is going to come out on a 30-minute. The other 2 are built into the sexy analyst, which means you can use them or not use them, which technically I really don't use them all the time because all I need is the 30-minute and I can come here and look. But if you want to use them, we gave them to you at no extra cost. Okay, so price action touch trend line, alert. 30-minute arrow, alert. Support and resistance level, alert. You're getting 3 alerts, and if all of them are coming on the same pair, you know you got winner, chicken dinner. All right, here we go. So do we have 3 pieces of evidence? Trend line, yes. Support and support level, yes. Okay. Supply and demand zone box, yes. So we have our 3 pieces of evidence. Let's go to the 30 minutes. See, didn't an arrow come out though? And oh my God, I put that line. See where I put that line? I didn't even go to the 30-minute. I put the line. I'm going to say that again. I didn't go to the 30-minute yet. I just put the line there. If I was to have to place a stop, this is where these supply and demand zone boxes come in. See, just put it right below that box right there. See, put it right below that box. Just enough. Let's go to that 30-minute. What do we see right here? Pull this up. Where was my stop? Right there. Look at how little risk I was at. Let's say you entered here. My risk was what? 40 pips? How much did this make us today, family? You'll see cash out right now because you can see it's wiggling. It's moving right here. Right here. 99 pips. Just say 100 pips. And that is in CAD. And that is for 99. How many losses have we had so far? I'm sorry. What did you say? Pardon me? What'd you say? All right, let's get to the next one. NZD Swiss. All right. So I see support. Here's the trend line. Support. 50% retracement. So we have 3 pieces of evidence. That's it, guys. Don't make it hard. You're looking for evidence. Just 2 to 3 pieces, really, to make this comfortable. 3 pieces of evidence. 3. That's it. And notice this time, it's not in the supply and demand zone box, which is okay. That's why I said the 3 pieces of evidence, it could be any combination of these. Any combination. I'm just looking for 3 pieces of evidence. It don't have to be the same thing. Don't make it tough. Market. Only thing we need to know, was there an arrow? Lord have mercy. Look at here. And where would I put my stop on this one? Uncle P, where would you have put your stop? I always told y'all, just a little bit below. So you can see where it's low right here. So I'm just going to go a little bit below that. Just a little bit. Just comfortably. If this is where you stopping at and you bouncing off support, let me go a little bit under that. Because sometimes they may do a stop hunt. So you give it a little bit of room. And then, there we go. Go to the 30-minute. So let's take a look at this trade. What was my winner? If you was to close it right here as we speak, because as you can see it's moving, you would be closing out at 57 pips. What was my risk? 29. 29 pips. Boy, boy, boy. God is good, boy. So that would be 57 pips on that one. How many have we won? How many have we lost so far? I'm sorry? All right, let's go back to that 4-hour. NZD, USD. All right, I'm already seeing some flavor. All right, so on this one will be sketchy. Truth be told, this one will be sketchy. Why? How many pieces of evidence do we actually have? Only 2. Okay. The Fibonacci level is up here, so this did fall a little bit below it, but it's still, in my opinion, too far away, so I will not even count this as, oh yeah, the Fibonacci level, okay. And again, this is where judgment call comes in. That's why I said any 2 to 3 pieces of evidence. 3 would be ideal, but sometimes you may end up with 2. So this will be up to you. It's up to you, okay. Do you have enough evidence where you feel comfortable? That's the point. So on this one technically, in my opinion, in all honesty, I only see 2 pieces of evidence. So I could feel okay with it. I may not. Okay. So I'm going to mark this one up. Oh, by the way, what was the 2 pieces? Number 1, support level. Okay. The biggest thing that I'm looking for, first of all, is support and resistance levels. Did you hear what I said? I'm looking for support and resistance levels. In other words, the first thing that's catching my eye is these dots. Okay. Is it bouncing off these dots? That's number 1. Then you can combine it with any of the others. Okay, so we only have 2. We have the support dots. We do have multiple candles. See, candle number 1. Let me make this bigger so you guys can see this. Candle number 1 came in the area. Candle number 2, which, by the way, if you do read candles, you can see this reversal candle right here. So technically, if you want to count that, that's up to you. Again, it's any combination. There's no set in stone method. It's just, I need 2 to 3 pieces of evidence. You know how you go somewhere and they say, can you provide us with 2 pieces of evidence, maybe your driver's license and some other form of ID? When they ask you for that, can you supply us with two pieces of evidence? Well, with this strategy, all we're looking for, hey, can you supply me with 2 to 3 pieces of evidence to show me that this is a level where you're thinking about going the opposite direction? That's all you're asking for. So on this one, you can see if you want to use this as a candle, a reversal candle, you can say that, that's fine. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. But again, if I'm using 3 pieces of technical evidence from our tools, this only got 2. Okay. Here's the trend line, and we have multiple support levels. Okay. So we do have 2 things, two on this one, technically. Again, I ain't trying to cheat. I ain't trying to make this up to try to fluff it or change it to impress you guys. I'm just showing you, here's the facts. Here's what you can look for with this strategy. Okay. And then there is discretion up to you. All right. So now let's go to that 30 minutes. See, did we get an arrow? And my God, right there. Oh. And notice this one came in before the news event. GU came in during the news event, which is why I wouldn't have taken it. Even though it made that 70 pips, I wouldn't have taken it because it came in during the news event. This is what I'm looking for, coming in before a news event. If you're going to trade news events, which I don't advise you do that all the time, but if you did, notice this came in before the news event. Look what happened. And shortly afterwards, look what happened. Boom. Shot like a bottle rocket. This is what you're looking for. And that one right here, if you used to close out right now as we speak, you would be making 119 pips on NZD USD. 119 pips. Okay. All right. So far, we're good. Everybody good? All right. Let's keep going. We're not done. So this is why I said you can use discretion. Where would I place my stop loss? I would have placed it again right there, right up underneath. Okay. Right up underneath the support level. So technically, looking at that, what would my risk have been? Right here is where you entered. Your risk would have been 49 pips. You made how much? Basically, right here, 118. There you go. A little over 2 to 1. Okay. Still good money. Still good. Let's go to UCAT. All right, here's UCAT. All right. Whoa. Whoa. All right, you guys. This one you should clearly be able to see. If you had to ask yourself a question, and by the way, how do you really know if you're a newbie? How do you really even know what direction it's really going? Well, look at the candles and look at the trend lines. What direction is this going? Would you, if you had to make a choice and you seeing all this cluttering right here, would you buy or would you sell? It's really just ask yourself a question. Would you buy or sell? You say sell? Okay. All right. There you go. So do we have enough evidence? We have see that pink magenta box? We have a supply and demand zone box. We have price action bouncing off of resistance dots, plenty of them. We have the trend line, resistance dots, and supply and demand zone. We have 3 pieces of evidence. We got our 3, okay? That's why I said, if you're uncomfortable, let me be, before I even go further, we're almost done. We're almost done. You can see that, almost done. Before I go further, ask yourself a question always. Anytime you take any trades, whether you're using my system or any, if you're ever in doubt, stay out. If you're not sure about a trade, then just leave it alone. For an example, NZD USD, that was a beautiful trade, but it only had 2 pieces of evidence. If you don't feel comfortable, then just wait for the arrow to come out, wait for the scan to send you another arrow, and just simply wait for another. There's going to be plenty of opportunities all week long, so you don't have to fuss and fight over a trade. I'm in doubt, I'm not sure if I should take this one. If you're ever in doubt on a trade, stay out of it. We're clear? But this one was just a no-brainer. The only thing we have to see is right here, we see all that clustering. Do we have an arrow? And right here, we have an evidence dot, but this should be an arrow right here. And when you go through the tutorials, you'll know what an evidence dot is. But technically, this is where the arrow would have came in. And so, yes, here we go. And that would have netted you 128 pips. That dot represents there was an arrow. This dot represents there was an arrow as well. Go through the tutorials and you'll see why there's a dot. Okay. But that means the arrow did come in right here. And voila, to the law. That was 128 pips. Oh my God, this is wonderful. Oh my God. 128. That one was a no-brainer. Okay, let's keep going. USD Swiss. Let's keep going. All right. So I see this one here and I see this one. This one I like really. I like this one. This one only has 2 pieces of evidence. This one was more. Okay. So if the arrow did come out and I had to make a decision, I like number 1, trend line. Number 2, resistance. Number 3, supply and demand zone. And it actually had a number 4, Fibonacci level. Let's go to the 30-minute. Now, again, the arrow could have came out down here, so we will look at it if it did. But if it was me choosing whether to take the trade or not, I would take this one over this one. A little bit more stronger evidence. Okay. Go to the 30-minute. And there. Did I even go to the 30-minute yet before I described it to y'all? No, I did not. So here's what happened. Look at this. It went down, retested the level, stopped on the resistance dots. This is why the first thing I'm looking for is the resistance dots. First thing. Then I'm looking for everything else. So it went down, pulled back, hit resistance dots, and kept on going down. And that's what you saw in that 4-hour. Remember? See, I marked it before I went to the 30. So can't nobody say, Uncle P, something right now, I think you cheating. No, I marked the line before I went to the 30-minute to show you what would I feel comfortable if the scanner sent me an alert. Which one would I feel comfortable taking? And there it is, right there. How many pips altogether? And notice this happened before the big news event today. 114 pips. That's USD Swiss. You know what? So cool. I wasn't even planning on doing this video until the new year. But I just couldn't resist when I saw this. Okay, let's go to the next one. USD JPY. Go back to a 4-hour. All right. So this one here, see where this is doing this. Okay. All right. Where would I have felt comfortable? Right here. On that. Right there. Okay. I see resistance dots, supply and demand zone, and Fibonacci 50. Do we have 3 things? Any 3 combos. Remember that. Any 3 combos. 2 is okay. 3 is preferable. 2 is okay. 3 is better. I'll say it again. 2, watch this, NZD, USD an example. 2 is okay. We had the trend line and support dots. What's the first thing I'm looking for? Support or resistance dots. And then any other combination. So 2 is fine. 3 is better. And if you get 4, that's even more grand. But in this one, we have a supply and demand. We have a Fibonacci. And we have our resistance dots. Okay. So right there, I would have felt comfortable. Right here, I would have felt comfortable. Matter of fact, let me do this. I'm going to mark this one because this one gave you multiple chances. Okay. Right there. Look at that. Do this. Right there. Right here. Look at all these. All the way up here. Every single time. More than enough opportunity. 1 chance here. 2. 3. Because look at this. Now this one only gave us 2. So that's only 2. Okay. But this one right here, it was 3. We have a supply and demand box. See that magenta box? Resistance dots and a fib level, 78.6. So that was 3. This one is 2. We have a supply and demand zone box. We have our resistance level. So that one I'll take off because it was only 2. Right here, we have supply and demand zone box, support and resistance dots. Now this one only has 2, but I still like this one. Why? Because look at all these candles. There's still evidence. That's all I'm looking for, guys. Evidence that you're not going to go the opposite way if I take this trade. Okay. So this one, technically, I would have still taken it because it's still the same thing. 2 or more. But again, now this one here, actually, let's put this back because I forgot. You have your 61.8 fib right here. See how it's running? It's a little bit above it. So yes, this one actually was legit. So we have the pink magenta box, supply and demand zone box. We have the resistance dots, And then we have this Fibonacci level. So yeah, that one we could leave it right there. If anything, this one would have been in question, although I would love this one right here. That one right there, I would have taken it. Definitely. Look at all that resistance. But again, it doesn't have technically three things. Okay, technically. Okay, all right, technically. But I'm going to leave it personally. I'm going to leave that one because I know I would have taken that. I really have. All right, this one here, we have the Fibonacci 50. We have the supply and demand zone box, and we have resistance right here. Okay, so we got many different opportunities. Where did the 30 come in on this one? We're going to check a couple of them. Look at that. Look at that. First win. Okay, let's go back. All right. You can't make this stuff up, bro. Oh my God. What we're looking at just on that first glance was the trade right here that I said and the trade right here. Go to the 30 minute. Look at that. Bam. Opportunity. This one netted you how many pips? From here to there, 447. This one here, the recent one, right before today's news event, right here. Get in, came back and retested and dropped. And as you can see, this is where it is. That would be 510 pips. Off of this two trades right here, you just made 900 pips. Oh, by the way, it did bounce back and do the pullback. And this arrow was very accurate. It didn't meet our rules, so we wouldn't have taken the trade. But let's count what you actually would have made just off of this one pair in a matter of days. Right here, 452. Catch the arrow on the pullback to here, 195. And then back to the downside as we speak, where it is right now, you would be cashing out at 446 pips. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, we're only going to count this one, the most recent. And let's say you got in right there, you clock out right here. So you're going to cash out on this one with 464 pips. USD JPY 464. Now, do y'all see why I got excited? Okay. Just freaking crazy. All right, these are the S&Ps. Okay. S&Ps, again, I don't see enough evidence, although, let's hit that 30 and see if we had anything. Look at that. Like a lot of y'all want to trade the indices. Look at that. Go to the 4 hour. That was way down here. See that clutter? See that clutter? So did we have three pieces? We had support. Now here's where the three pieces came in on this one. Notice how this went sideways, or as I taught you guys, the SpongeBob SquareHead. SpongeBob SquareHead, it goes in a little flat pattern like a square head, just sits there. What I'll tell you guys, that's continuation setup, okay? Consolidation, continuation. Consolidation, continuation. I taught you guys that so many times over the years. Here it is. Consolidation, continuation. What was the original trend? Up. Consolidated. So you have plenty enough of a combination of three things. This one is very unique. What was the three? Okay. Number one, and we're just going to mark it right here, but you see support, 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 support. Okay. Support, support, support. Supply and demand zone box. See this blue box sitting right here? That was two of them. Where's the third evidence, Uncle P? For me personally, seeing that you are cluttering and sitting here multiple times, that is confirmation in and of itself that this is a what? Support level. Because every time you try to break below it, you stay stuck in the zone. And if you're going to stay stuck, excuse me, if you're going to stay stuck in that range, that means consolidation. Write this in your notes. Consolidation is continuation. Consolidation, continuation. I'll say it again. Consolidation, continuation. And that's what it was. So again, that's my three. So again, this is discretionary. It's up to you. You can bypass it or not, but that would have been my third. Okay. Multiple supports. Supply and demand zone box. Consolidation. And look at this thing. Now let's go back to that 30-minute arrow. And I had enough evidence. And look at this. This is the S&P 500. Let's go to the NAS. Some of you guys like trading the NAS. Go back to the 4 hour. Okay. Right here, I see what I'm looking for right here. So if I would have got an arrow, and I'm just marking where if the arrow had came in. Uncle Pete, what if the arrow came here? Where's the 3 pieces where I saw it? Let me move this blue line. 23.6 Fibonacci. Here's support. You see that support? And here's the trend line. Okay, so we got 3. We got 3. Only thing is, we don't have an arrow. So nope, this would not have been a winner. The arrow did come in way down here, but it doesn't count to where I would have felt comfortable. Let me move this down and see if I'm wrong. That's where the arrow came in. Let's go back to the 4. Okay. So no, I would not have taken this one. I would have bypassed. I wouldn't have felt comfortable. I didn't see enough. It's consolidating, but when the arrow came out, I did not like what I saw right here. You get what I'm saying? I didn't like it. The S&P one, I did like it. The other one, no, I didn't. So I wouldn't have counted this one. Let's go to the US 30. Now, here we go. We're looking in this area right here. What I say? Consolidation equals what? Continuation. So here we go. A lot of people got tapped. I knew this was going to happen. It was consolidating. A lot of people was looking for a reversal. That was a bad move. Nope, 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 nope. Consolidation. Okay. Support. Look at this. Supply and demand zone. We have support level. 23.6 Fibonacci. We got 3 pieces. Do we not? Yes, we do. Let's see if we got an arrow though. And right there. There it was. Come on, let me go back. If the arrow would have come out, just taking a glance at it, would I have taken this trade, yes or no? And look at that line right there. Arrow comes out. This all before the news happened. Look at that. 93.52, over 9,000 pips. The only one I would have passed over was who? NASDAQ, because I didn't like the setup. In all honesty, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And we didn't get arrow. S&P, we did get it right there. How many pips was this? 1,629. All right, let's go to one more. And that would be gold. This one we actually went over in class. And it was open to the public. Anybody could have attended. And a matter of fact, in truth, if you go back to my YouTube channel, the recordings, we started recording our classes live on YouTube. So from Zoom, it records to YouTube directly so that people on YouTube can join my class. Okay. And so therefore, go to the class and you'll see me talking about this pair earlier today. It's recorded as evidence. You can't say I made this up. Okay, let's go to gold. All right. What did I tell you guys about this in class? This is exactly what I was telling you. You see this? What do we have? More than enough information. 50 Fibonacci level. Support levels twice. Supply and demand zone. Trend line. I told you guys. And we seen the arrow where? On the 30. Right there. Before the news came out this morning. And in the Simplicity group, in my private chat group for the Simplicity members, didn't I tell y'all? I said, go back and check that gold trade. Didn't I tell y'all that? Here it is. This was the cream of the crop. This was an absolute definite yes. Look at there. Go to the 30 minute. Look at there. What would you have put my stop loss, Uncle P? Right here. A little bit below the noise. Okay. Anywhere below the noise. Okay. You can use this supply and demand zone box. See the stop right there? So that was about in gold terms of pips. Gold pips are different. In terms of gold's pips, about 243. What was my net? 521. 1-to-2 risk ratio. Made my money. This was a no-brainer. You guys knew. You guys should have known. And how do you know when to get out? Do you see it hitting this supply and demand zone box and this resistance level? This is already telling you get out and take your money. So it's already pre-built in. Notice this whole time, you guys, for those who like marking up your charts, naked charts, I'm marking up my charts. I went through every single one of these pairs, clicked through all these different time frames. Not one time did you see me have to mark up something other than to tell you where my entry would have been and where my exit would have been. Other than that, you see the system automates everything in seconds. As soon as you click, it automates the Fibonacci levels. It automates everything in seconds. I don't have to do anything. See? Look at this. On the 30-minute time frame, why is it stopping? What Fibonacci level is it at? 50 Fibonacci. Resistance level. Supply and demand, our customized resistance and support dots on the 30-minute. See that? Red box, screen, tells you. Cash out. Take your money. You're good. Don't go no further. No more. All automated. All automated. I don't do any more marking up. That's why we built it. I used to spend weekend after weekend, hours marking up my charts. I don't do that crap no more. Look at that entry. That is just the Mona Lisa. And we actually talked about it in class. Go back. Look at the recording. Class was recorded. Go back and look at it. And then come look at this trade. I told you guys this morning. Now, in all fairness, did I take the trade? No, because I said, hey, news event is coming out. We don't know what it's going to do. But did the system know better than me? AI. This is beast mode crazy. This is phenomenal. Which, by the way, let me count my pips. Let me count my pips. Because we got to add everything up now, okay? This was a very long training. If you was to get out right now, because it's at the Fibonacci, 50 Fib, you're going to cash out right now, that would be 495 pips on gold. $449 I said. Let me make sure. Let's go back. And I'm going to wrap this video up. I didn't even plan to have it this long. Okay, let's say right here. 474. 474. Okay. 474. Natural gas. Let's just take a look at it just for fun. Natural gas. Some people trade natural gas. Okay. No, this is not a setup I'm looking for. It is a 415er, but it's not the type of strategy we're looking for. And here's Apple. Okay. And Apple did not give me what I'm looking for, so none of those count. All right, so let's wrap this up. So let's add up our pips. By the way, we just went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 pairs. We went through 32 pairs. My question is, and let me check on this one. We went through 32 pairs. And we had one that was in drawdown, which is G Swiss. And you can see here's my stop. Did I actually lose that trade? No. And as you can see, it's doing exactly what I said. It's actually retesting this level. So I am in drawdown. By how many pips? So you've got here 45. Okay. I'm in drawdown by 45 pips. Drawdown. I haven't lost because where's my stop loss? Down here. Which is why I put it below that range, because it can do that. It can come back and retest as many times as it wants before it takes off. Okay. It can do that. But I haven't lost that trade. Haven't even lost yet. So again, how many did I say? Dang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. I'm going to write that number down. 32 pairs. We just went through 32 pairs. And that's just in the last 24, 48 hours or so. Okay. 32 pairs. How many losses do we have? Exactly. Not one. You only have one pair that can draw down by about 40 something pips, 45 pips, but not a single loss. Now, I'm not saying that you won't lose. I'm not saying this is the holy grail of all things, but I'm just showing you evidence as to why I got excited in doing this video now instead of January 1st when I was planning on doing it, introducing it to you. Okay. And out of that 32 that we went through, how many trades we actually took and won? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 out of 32 pairs. 21 out of 32. Let's add these pips and we'll call it a day. Class is almost over. AUD, USD, and I'm going to call out the pips so that you can rewind this video and say, okay, did he actually measure it at that point? So we're right. And this is all this week alone, okay? Not saying that it's going to be this number of big pips every week because it was a news event. But that's the point. Even with a big news event, look at what the system did. It was accurate. Okay, here we go. AUD USD, 150 pips. Okay. AUD CAD, 134 pips. AUD Swiss was 86 pips. Swiss JPY, 336 pips. Wait, let me go back. I'm sorry. I hit the wrong thing. All right. Clear all of it. Clear, clear, clear. Clear, clear, clear. Hold on. Let me do this. Sorry. Let me do it again. Oh, I'm tired. Y'all think doing videos is easy. All right, here we go. So 150 plus, that's AUD USD, AUD CAD, 134, AUD Swiss, 86, Swiss JPY, 336, okay, CAD JPY, 238, Euro AUD, 221, Euro USD, 137, Euro CAD, 88, GBP NZD, 284, GBP JPY, the Big Kahuna, 435, G Swiss, minus 45, okay, minus 45, and you can see it up there. I took it off. GU 60, NZD JPY 99, NZD CAD 99, NZD Swiss 57, NZD USD 119. Okay. USD CAD 128, USD Swiss 114, USD JPY, the Big Kahuna, 464, S&P 500 1,629 pips, and the big one is the US 30 with 9,030 pips. That gives us over 13,863 pips in a matter of days. If my math is wrong, please let me know in the comment below. If you hung this tight, please type a 100. Oh, we forgot one more. Gold. Gold. Okay. Plus 474. So that puts us at 14,337 pips in a week. And I'm going to put this in the title so you guys can see the title so you can see this. Okay. So again, my classes are open to the public. Whether you buy anything or not, it's open to the public. You can drop in at any given time. I'm available every Wednesday from 9 a.m. Eastern or New York time. You can go over, if you have any questions about this strategy, I can go over it with you live and you'll actually be speaking with me and I will be speaking with you. So we'll be talking directly. I don't answer questions through email because I want to, first of all, meet you. And then number two, you can meet me and actually talk to me and ask me any questions directly. There's no hiding. There's no scams. There's no hidden this and that. Almost nobody in this industry is doing this, where you can actually meet with them personally every single week and be coached whether you purchase anything or not. Okay. You don't have to buy anything, but if you do want the system, again, go to our website, superezforex.com. Let me pull it up and I'll show you the discounts, by the way, so you can grab this up while it's on holiday discount. Okay. So right here for the main system simplicity with the arrows, you're going to click here. Okay. And you can use discount code BLESSING to get $50 off. Okay, so that's the first thing you're going to do. Go here and get that. Okay, $50 off. Then you're going to get the scanner. Easy scanner. And by the way, the scanner comes with a bonus trading system as well. Okay, and you can play this button to see the bonus trading system. But the scanner, you're going to get that at 50% off. Okay, so it's half the price of this cost. It's going to be half. Okay. Next, you're going to get this last piece because it's 3 different components, and that's the Sexy Analyst. Now, this is a small subscription, a little bit of nothing. This is just going to be change out of your pocket, but it helps us to support our nonprofit organizations that we support. And there's many more that is on here that we do, that we support locally to help people. I really appreciate it. But it's only just $29 a month for the double scanners, trendline scanner, support and resistance scanner, and you get this great Sexy Analyst tool that comes, and I call it Sexy Analyst because this ain't a sexy. Them charts are sexy. But it comes with what's called outer and inner trend lines. Some of you guys never even heard of that before. I had paid for a class on how to draw trend lines, and I learned from a professional guy, which if I say his name, many of you would know who it is, but I paid that person to teach me how to draw trend lines, and he taught me the concept of inner and outer trend lines. I never even heard of it before. So I took that concept and built it into the Sexy Analyst. So for $29 a month, you're getting the outer and inner trend lines, which again, you can turn those on and off. I turned the inner trend lines off so you didn't see them, but there is a click on feature. You can turn it on so you can see the outer and inner trend lines. It'll draw for you automatically. It comes with the supply and demand zones. It comes with support and resistance levels. Okay. It comes with several other things, Fibonacci levels. It's already in there. See, you get your fibs. And if you want Fibonacci retracement levels, you can do that. You can customize the outer trend lines with different shapes and colors. Okay, all that's in there. And all that for a measly $29 a month. Nothing but pennies on the dollar. You can make one trade and make that $29. And then, like I said, it helps us to support a lot of these organizations that are hurting with hurting people. Okay, so that's what that's for. So that's 3 pieces. Okay, and again, combined together, it's nothing. Okay, it's really nothing. You're getting this half off. So basically like $90 for this. Okay, $90. And then with this one with $50 off, that's like $2.99. Just play $250 plus another $100. So for $350. Okay, so with $350, you're getting the scanner and you're getting the simplicity system, and then you tack on the $29 a month, and that's that. The other two, the simplicity system and the scanner, is just a one-time fee. So once you pay the $350, it is yours forever. Okay. The Sexy Analyst is just a little small $30 a month. That's it. Okay. Nothing at all. It's really no money at all. Okay. It really isn't, because one trade to pay you back. One trade. That's all you need. One trade to pay you back, and you have this stuff going on for the rest of your life. Okay. So that's how you get it. But again, if you have any questions, please, I am more than open to, bringing you in. Just drop them. The link is in the description below to my Zoom class, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. I'm there unless I'm on holiday or on vacation or something like that. Other than that, I've been doing these classes for years for free for my paid members who have simplicity, but we opened it up to the public so that anybody, I don't care whether you from wherever. Matter of fact, we had a student today who called in from all the way from Ghana. All the way from Ghana. So I got clients all over the globe. So just come on in. And if you have questions about this, during your question and answer period, say, hey, Uncle P, can you go over a couple of more of those trades? I'll be happy to do it. And you'll be able to talk with me so I can guide you along the way so that you can see and really learn this, okay? So I know this is a very long video, but hopefully I provided more than enough evidence, okay, to show you this is hot stuff. Boy, this was a long video, but I'm very grateful for it. Do me one last favor. If you made it this far, type a 60 in the box in the comments below so I know that you actually stayed long enough to go through the entire video and didn't click out. I want to see how many people actually stayed for training. One of the things I want to know is how many people are really dedicated to really succeed. How dedicated are you? Are you willing to stay longer than the average retail trader to really get this knowledge? Or are you one of them impatient people who can't stick around for 5 minutes, but you expect to make $1 million? I just want to know. See, if the alert came out on this one, would I take it? Yeah, I would. Okay, yeah, I would. 38.2 is close right here. Support line is right here. Here's support dots. Okay, yeah, I would take this trade. I still would. See, look at that. You see this? The purple candles are buy candles. White candles are down. See how this thing's starting to pull back up now? See that? This is exactly what I meant. So it didn't hit my stop yet, baby. Oh, see, it just did a strong pullback to this support zone. You see that? And now it's pulling back up. So guess what? This one by tomorrow, it could be a winner. That's why you put your stop in the area, I'm telling you, a little bit below these ranges. And then let it play out, because you don't know how many times it'll come back and retest it. Just because it's retesting didn't mean it lost. Until it breaks below this level and hits this stop, I'm still in play. So I didn't even lose one trade. That's freaking amazing. All right, I'll wait to hear you guys' comments, and I'll see you in the next video.